Okay, good morning, Pearse. So thank you very much for your address this morning at the opening of the conference. I think you gave a very nice overview of both the 6G perspective and also the priorities and the views of the European Commission on a new cycle that is actually beginning. A new 10-year cycle is beginning for all of us involved in mobile and wireless communications, and of course, the R&D community in the European Commission as well. What do you think are really the key priorities and the key dimensions that need to be explored in 6G and, of course, fulfilling the expectations from the European Commission?
Well, thank you, Luis. And yes, it is an exciting time as we both reflect on the work done so far and work hard on the implementation of 5G. But as you said, looking forward to this new 10-year cycle. And really the first thing that I have to say from a European perspective is that in looking forward to the development of 6G, Europe has to be there at the lead. It has to be there in terms of the research work, but also then in the standardization work. That is important both because of the vital place which the technologies will play in our economy and our society, as we know already. But also because of the strategic importance of being able to produce state-of-the-art equipment in the future here in Europe in order to ensure that our industry is in the lead, that we have the capacities for this technological development in Europe, and that we can also influence at a global level the standardization. There's another reason for that, though. It's that as we saw just up until recently, there was a lot of geopolitical tension around these networks and services and about the equipment, even for 5G. We hope that that is not reproduced for 6G. We want this to be a global ecosystem, but we have to, one, make sure that if we're forced to go it on our own, Europe can do so. And we have the tools to do so with some great technology companies, some great research centers involved. But also, we clearly represented a third way or a different way of viewing this technology in its economic and political context than some of our global partners. We don't see it as a weapon. We don't see it as something in order to beat the others. We see it as a way of raising all boats, as we say in that expression, in order to benefit all economies and societies. It's a way of working together, ensuring a single set of global standards that are accepted. But Europe's input is to make sure that those standards do fulfill our political and societal demands in terms of respect of the individual, data protection, but also security, including security of non-personal data, security of industrial data, to allow users, be they companies or individuals, to really have confidence as this technology expands and fills all parts of our lives. So that's a really important first goal or first objective that we have. The second one is that it is genuinely a set of global standards, that we don't see fragmentation in the standard making situation, that we can agree with like-minded countries and institutions from all over the world in order to make something that is accessible, that has the possibility for economies of scale, and also so that we can help those security and data protection standards to become synonymous with the new technology that would be 6G. The third one is actually more politically ambitious. And that is, as I said this morning, and as a lot of people know, this European Commission set two objectives at the core of its mandate for what it wants to achieve. And one of those is digital. The other is tackling climate change and implementing the Green Deal. So we have to ensure that the technology as it is developed from initial low TRL specifications onwards is as a technology, is actually as carbon neutral as it can be from the outset, but also as a technology, the solutions, the services that it offers are themselves tools for allowing other sectors to reach carbon neutrality. So the climate change, the environmental considerations for all aspects of the value chain, from the base stations and the radio access networks to the passive elements, and then to the compute functions that will work alongside that, increasingly integrating it with edge computing and far edge computing, that they allow other sectors of the economy also to reach a zero carbon footprint or a neutralized, balanced carbon footprint in the future. That is a very important objective, which was not part of the specifications in previous generations of technology. Of course, I haven't mentioned all of the other things that we have, particularly in 5G, that we want to bring forward, security being a critical one. But this is the new third element that we have to build into our work from the start.
Yeah, I think we are all aware that, like you said, the digital, it's more or less embedded in us for a long time. The Green Deal is something that has been starting to be addressed some years ago, and 5G already had that, but I fully agree that this is becoming more and more important for all the impact that it has on climate. So hopefully next year we will meet in flesh, and I would not say blood, but at least flesh in Grenoble, and see already the first results for this new cycle of 6G. Thank you, Pearse. Thank you very much for being with us. And let's be in touch. And the latest, we'll see each other in next year's edition of EuCNC.
Thank you. I really do look forward to that. And thank you very much. And thanks to all the organizers of EuCNC. Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.